Alright everybody, so we're going to be talking about this notcher real quick and how to work yourself around understanding this notcher. Specifically if you are new to fashion design and you just got yourself one of these tools in your toolbox, how to work with this tool and what is it used for. So the notcher in its basis form is to create little snips onto patterns so that you can connect that patterns with a front panel and a back panel on the side seam or a neck and shoulder panel. This notcher creates little snips so that you can match up these patterns, specifically if you're transferring any markings and writings from the pattern over to the fabric. This notcher makes it handy to keep the balance points in check, and that's essentially why you would use a notcher. And grabbing these panels, yeah, so that when you join these panel pieces together, they meet up right where the notch is at. That's essentially why you would use the notcher, everybody. And then when you are transferring all of the information that's on this pattern to the fabric, you will highlight this notch with a pencil or a dressmaker's pencil, indicating where the back panel is meeting with the front panel. So we call them balance points, everybody. These are called balance points to balance out where one panel meets the other panel. And that's essentially how we get around working with the notcher, everybody. It's meant to initiate, or it's meant to nip the patterns in so that you can have balance points balancing out where the back panel meets the front panel, where the shoulder line of the back meets the shoulder line of the front, or where your seam allowance is indicated, so when people read your pattern they know exactly where the seam allowance starts and where the seam allowance ends. And that's essentially why you would use this notcher.